Hey, glad you could come out with me today. I'm going up here to the landing. That's part of the Three Rivers Park District in Shakopee. They're having a home front World War I event up here. They've got the town all fixed up as if you were back in the 1918s or thereabouts. So Diane's at home doing some genealogy, so she's not here with us, so we'll be on our own today. Well, I just stopped in at the visitor center and paid for my $5 senior ticket. I'm standing out in front of a bank. There's another old building. So we'll see what they've got going here. I guess what they were telling me is they didn't set it for any particular year of World War I. So for those of you that don't know, World War I was the Great War. That was the war to end all wars. Yeah, how did that work out for us? So the Germans are over there in the center of town. And the Americans are way down there on the outskirts of town.
Oh, Steve warned you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but all Christmas tradition things are German. So what did you do for Christmas?
Good day, welcome.
Hello. How are you today?
Well, very good. Trying to keep the stove and the heat in, and so the children don't burn themselves on the stove.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little warm.
Here at the general store we have everything. It just maybe looks a little different from your time, but and probably a little more labor intensive. But the general store has also the supplies people need for out on the frontier. We're also the postal service. Eagle Creek Township's not big enough to have its own postal building, but the government has given us a license to do the postal work. And people can go ahead and pay cash for items they want to buy, but they can also barter and trade. But most of them use the credit book.
Hello.
Steven's house. Oh yeah, Steven's house.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Just at the doors. It sounds suspiciously like shooting, so I have to make sure I'm not on the
Yeah.
and
it close to Krauts. Yeah.
because it's like a little forgotten house in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
So we cooked some lunch for the German troops here. So this is what's laid out for them.
So we're down here at the German headquarters here.
Yep. Bye. Hey, come back for more?
Coffee maker.
Yeah.
I'm poking around here, Katie, because I can't find my tubes.
Okay.
Danke.
Bitte.
Don't know where I would have
mine again? Or probably kind of, are they in, do you have like a pocket in the coat?
This is delicious.
Oh, good. Yeah, I set some aside. I'm just going to try it pretty soon here. I'm glad you like it. You should try the...
Yeah.
Let me know how it is with the hot sauce there.
Just gotta warm my hands before I go back out there again. Hey, what happens if you call German soldiers doughboys? I know, I'm bad.
Yeah, I knew Omari used to work there.
So if you guys are always eating, I can see why they called you doughboys.
No, we're not doughboys. We're Krauts.
Are ya?
No.
Shows you how much I know, hey?
The Americans are doughboys.
Why did they call Americans doughboys?
They came from the Spanish-American War.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were at somewhere, they're all full of like chalk powder or something that they got on them, and they looked like doughboys.
The punitive expeditions.
Das Gewehr, Uber. Rex, Forwards, march. Right, 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 back. Das Gewehr, Uber. Gewehr, ab. Das Gewehr, Uber. Das Gewehr, Uber. Präsentiert das Gewehr. Das Gewehr, Uber. Gewehr, ab. Feuer. 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 Feuer.
Viennese waltz, Ich muss wieder einmal in Reenactment sein, which we know in English as Forever and a Day. Bonatsky composed music for 110 operettas, musical comedies, musical revues, and about 220 films. Forever and a Day.
Okay, this could be a mistake to go in here.
the other side is just women.
Can she sign the petition? Yes. Our petition? Excellent.
It is a petition. Petitions can be signed by anyone who lives in the county or area. So this is the Eagle Creek one, and we will note that once it's all complete. These are everyone who's in Eagle Creek, and these are our views on women's suffrage. Of course, there are also the opposing petitions too, to keep women from voting. But that's the status quo at the moment, so. And it's rather important to me and my family because there are 6 of us living in this house when we're all home, and no one can vote. My brothers are 13 and 15, and then it's my sisters, my mother, and my grandmother. So for 13 years...
You sure you want to sign that now? It's going to be all over once you give them the right to vote, you know.
But so many other states allow women to vote at the moment. Their societies have not collapsed yet.
Give them time.
Like Patrick. And hold it more forward. Don't hold it sideways, hold it more up and down. Hold it more up and down, Patrick.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't know what to do.
Okay. Up and down.
I think we're lucky.
Up and down.
I think we're lucky he doesn't know how to use a pen.
You sure about that?
Yes, the ink's dry.
I just re-dipped it.
See. Every so often it has to get cleaned out. Alright,
Let's see if you can.
Don't know how they do.
Oh, this is just a terrible day.
You did a good job spelling your name though.
So is opposition really strong?
it's going down.
It's a signature, so.
But my grandmother was doing
true.
this in the 90s when my mother was... Water on the other. This is the agitator. Thank you for coming, Mr. Ray. Are you
Am I the agitator?
I have no idea. I have to speak with your commanding officer. Are you hungry, sir, is what I was going to ask.
I'm going to make sure that, being first sergeant, you got to make sure that the troops eat first.
All right.
Granted, not all these are my men, but it looks bad when you're the first sergeant and you're eating in front of them.
Indeed. If you could just cover that up. Could you move my shawl there, please, sir?
Sure.
Onto the chair back there. Would be lovely. Laundry. Okay, so agitator is...
Oh, yes.
Agitator.
Oh, I have heard that some people who have electricity in their houses actually have. But we still use these. Removable wooden handle that lets you have several iron bodies hot on the stove. When one cools off, as they do very quickly, especially in the winter, you move the wooden handle, which would otherwise kindle. I need to get my ironing board repaired. Very nice. The old ones, the handle was integral with the iron, and it got just as hot as the iron. So,
What's in the pot?
this is goulash. Here, let me
Hungarian?
It is a dish of, well, we really don't want to talk about that right now, do we? But, yes.
Oh, I'm staying for dinner.
So is that a traditional recipe? It is, though I think my grandmother would be rolling over in her grave if she saw me making it with ground beef instead of steak. But I have to make some economies right now. The cost of living is...
This is a complete, there's a model 1908 scope that has a larger, it's a bigger magnification than the model 1913 scope I have. They brought it back because the field of view was too narrow, so they brought it back and you could expand it a little bit. And the last set that I saw go on eBay, scope, original base, original case, original what's left of the original WWI cup. It sold just shy of $2.
Too bad, I think this Chinese kid becomes so too bad.
Hanseatic, is that how you say it? Hanseatic states.
Americans kind of see it as they're jumping into in pretty much saving Europe. It really has an effect on the morale of the European troops to all of a sudden have all these Americans show up. The Americans had been supporting actively the war effort. The most controversial was the sinking of the Lusitania when there was American passengers that went down, but there's a pretty good chance that there was a whole host of ammunition that was in there too. It's basically just a glorified bag that wraps, like a wrap that goes over the top of all those. Well, you never know what's coming after when it's full. So let me take this full. So what was interesting, many of you have probably seen photographs of even horses or dogs that the military was using are fitted with gas masks. First copied French designs and then went to the British design on their gas mask. So you can see it's got a filter bag that the mask fits into. The Canadians being Dominion of England, they've been part of the war since 1940. So we're kind of the last ones to the party, so to speak. So if you want to come up and since they're all done with the shooting, feel free to go up and get the picture taken with. This is strangely missing. They do have so these are still being you know, you gotta get somebody like me. I can say that I dreamed in '88.
Just when we went to see him, though, I just thought he's going to be.
No, there's tons of guys with like pieces of stone, like handmade. The American textile industry is like non-existent. The materials are insanely expensive.
Well, I'm going to head out. Hope you enjoyed that. You know, when we talk about the Great War, World War I, you know, it seemed like all the country leaders were related. I like to think of it as a family feud that got out of hand, but I suppose there's more aspects to it than that. Anyway, hey, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Hey honey, I was just kidding with that lady in there. I'm glad you got the right to vote.